Before the mighty pyramids touched the skies, before the gods of Egypt were carved in stone, the Nile River divided two great lands, Upper and Lower Egypt. For generations, they've battled for power, for pride, for the soul of the Nile. But from the dust of war rose one man, a visionary, a conqueror, a dreamer, who would unite them under one crown and give birth to the first great civilization of Africa. In ancient times, Egypt was not one kingdom but two. The south was a rugged land of mountains and fierce warriors, while the north was a fertile delta ruled by wealthy nobles. Two crowns, two gods, two destinies. Yet, deep in the heart of the southern kingdom, a young ruler dreamed of peace, not conquest. He saw beyond the river that divided his people. He saw one Egypt, united, strong, and everlasting. Guided by wisdom and driven by destiny, the young king began his journey. He gathered his army, not to destroy, but to unite. Across deserts and valleys, he marched with banners held high, a symbol not of war, but of a vision that would outlive him. And when he reached the northern lands, the world watched as brother faced brother, not in hatred, but in the birth pains of a new dawn. The battles were fierce, the cost heavy, but destiny does not yield easily. At last, the final crown was taken, not in pride but in purpose. In a grand ceremony, the red and white crowns were joined as one. The double crown, the eternal symbol of Egypt's unity. And in that moment, the first pharaoh was born. The two lands became one. The Nile no longer divided, it connected. With unity came prosperity. Under the pharaoh's rule, cities rose from the sands, farmlands flourished, and trade flowed across the desert. The people built, worshipped, and thrived together. He established laws, rituals, and the foundations of divine kingship. The idea that the pharaoh was both man and God, the living bridge between earth and heaven. This belief would shape Egypt for thousands of years. As he grew older, he often stood on the banks of the Nile, the same river that once divided his world, and watched it flow peacefully through the land he created. In that flowing water, he saw his reflection, the symbol of unity, of strength, of legacy. He had done what no man before him had achieved. He had turned two kingdoms into one heartbeat. Those centuries have buried his name in myth, his vision endures. Every temple, every monument, every story of Egypt begins with him, the pharaoh who united the two lands. His spirit whispers through the desert winds, reminding us that true power is not in conquering others, but in bringing them together. This is the story of the first pharaoh, the man who turned division into destiny and built the foundation of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known.